Having finished the tutorial, we start our journey proper. We hire a handful of capable peasants willing to work for us and also pick up as much flax as we can carry, as it's usually a good idea to pick up trade goods a village produces to sell later. With nowhere else to go for now, we search for opportunities in the nearby town of Poros. Poros? Poros? We'll figure it out. We see an arena here. Let's go see what's happening. Ooh, arena. Greetings, friend. If you came for the games, the big fights, I'm afraid you're out of luck. There won't be any games or tournament, they say nowadays, anytime soon. I've heard of these games, as you well might. They're a grand old imperial custom that's now spread all over Calradia. Back in the old days, they gave 100 condemned criminals swords and have them slash at each other until the sands were drenched in blood. Nowadays, things are a little different, of course. The emperors got worried about people's morals and steered them towards more virtuous kinds of killing, like wars. But the games still go on, just with blunted weapons. During the games, all the best fighters from the area form teams and pummel each other. Not quite as fun for the crowd as watching gladiators spill their guts out, of course, but healthier for the participants. You're a warrior, not? The games are a fine way to make your name. The local merchant put together a nice fat purse for the winner to attract the talent. When there's no tournament, it's still worth coming by. A lot of fighters spend their time here practicing to keep in trim, and will award the winners a few coins for their troubles. Also here at the arena, we think a lot about the arts of war, and many other related skills as well. Often you pick up certain habits while learning your skills. If you need to change those or practice one of those skills in a certain way, we can help you. So you pay us to fight, what's in it for you? Well, even the practice fights draw those who like to bet on the outcome. But the tournaments, those pull in crowds from miles around. Merchants love a tournament, and that's why they pony up the silver we need to pay the good souls like you who take and receive hard knocks. How much are the prizes in tournament fights? If you can beat 3 opponents before going down, you'll earn 5 dinars. You'll get 10 dinars for striking down at least 6 opponents, 25 if you defeat 10 opponents, 60 if you can survive long enough to beat 20 opponents. If you can manage to be the last fighter standing, you'll earn the great prize of the fights, 250 dinars. Sounds good, eh? So can I join? Certainly! The area is open to anyone who doesn't mind hard knocks. Looks like a few of our lads are warming up now. You can go and hop in if you want to, or come back later when there's a tournament. Are there any tournaments going on in nearby towns? Well, there's one starting up at Myzia, another at Odok. You should probably be able to get to either of those if you move quickly. Tell me how tournaments work. Rules of the tournament are standard across Calradia, even outside the Empire. We match the fighters up by drawing lots. Sometimes you're part of a team, sometimes you'll fight by yourself. The lots also determine what weapons you get. The winners of each match proceed to the next round. When only 2 are left, they battle each other to be declared champion. Neat. Yeah, let's do a practice fight. Grab a practice weapon on the way down. I have a mace and a bow. I have no shield. That was my kill. Oh god, that guy has javelins. Sword! Please tell me someone has a shield. That guy has a shield. I gotta be watchful for people behind me as well. Like that guy.
Die, you bastards!
Mace to the face! We spend some more time in the practice arena, but earn nothing more than pocket change. Instead, we make our coin by trading on a small scale. As the neighboring regions of Poros and Zeonica are in different factions, it feels more often than not that goods from one can be sold to the other at a profit. We buy flax from Tevea, then sell to Zeonica for profit, then with those profits we purchase grapes from Tarkutis and Onica, which we sell back to Poros. Any spare profit goes into purchasing more mounts that can increase our cargo capacity, allowing us to make a larger profit each time. Market manipulation. As you come into town, the merchant Zostios the Velvet Wearer makes you an offer. Local merchants are on wedge, waiting for an incoming caravan from Phykeon. If you claim that you found its wreckage, looted by bandits, the prices of goods would rise considerably. He offers to pay you 1,000 dinars, in addition to whatever extra you can make by selling your own wares once the prices rise. So I can increase my reputation for being calculating or devious, impulsive and devious, impulsive and honorable, or nothing happens. Let's go with impulsive and honorable. Oh, and we increase all relationship with notables and poros. Erupt in anger for all to see and curse Zostios the Velvet Weaver for taking you as for a base liar. Ooh, we got charm. Erupting in righteous anger somehow made us more charming. And with that bonus charm experience, we can now take the perk that allows us to get more renown from tournaments. While searching for better markets for our excess grain, we come across a group of looters. Finally, a first real battle.
Well, yeah. Tax for passage in these parts, traveler. Either paid in coin or in blood. Fight me if you dare. Bad decision, friend.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go wear them down. Don't die. Just don't throw hordes of rocks at me, please. They're gonna throw rocks at me. Oh, my guys did not do too well. It did not go as well as one hoped, as my recruits fell helplessly, forcing me to spend an eternity circling around the remaining looters to defeat them with what little advantage in reach I had. Ah! It's always the first battle that's the most difficult. Feels like half our guys. Overburden. Notice your party speed has dropped because you're carrying too much. You should reduce the amount of weight you carry to speed up. You can also increase your party's carrying capacity by recruiting more troops or buying horses and camels. Undermanned and overwhelmed, we decided to take advantage of our perk and head towards any towns hosting tournaments, as if we won any, we would gain significant renown for our level, which would aid us in developing our clan. It would also be a convenient way to sell goods from town to town. And with one quick negotiation with 4 bandits on the way to let us go, we managed to reach Phykeon. Alright, finally a tournament. I'm kind of wounded, but maybe we'll get lucky. Who knows? Ow! Arrow. Maybe if I had a shield. Ransoming prisoner. You can sell off all prisoners at once, or you can engage with a ransom broker to pick them individually. What do? You do medicine.
Hello, sir. You have the bearing of a warrior. You have a minute. You may have interests in common.
Go on.
Splendid! I suspect that you may, in your line of work, cash in quite a few captives. I could possibly take them off your hands. I'd pay you, of course.
You a slaver?
Ah, no. Slavers are rare these days. It used to be that when the Empire and its neighbors made war upon each other, the defeated were usually taken as slaves. That helped pay for the war, you see, but today, for better or for worse, that is not practical. But with the frontiers broken and raiders crossing this way and that, there are far too many opportunities for captives to be made. But that does not mean a war cannot be profitable. Indeed, it still can. Many captives are still taken, and their families will pay to have them back. Men such as I crisscross the Empire and the Outer Kingdoms acquiring prisoners and contacting their kin for suitable ransom. So, were you to acquire a few prisoners of your victorious affrays and wish to relieve yourself of the care and feeding, I or one of my colleagues would be happy to pay for them as a sort of speculative investment. What if their families can't pay? Oh, I suppose I could sell to the Republic of Geroia or to throw their galleys, or though even in Geroia they prefer free oarsmen these days, but it rarely comes to that. You'd be surprised what sorts of treasures a peasant can dig out of a cowshed or wheedle out of his cousins. What can I get for a prisoner? It varies. I fancy that I'm fine eye for assessing a ransom. There are a dozen little things that a man will tell you about where he goes to bed hungry or spices his meat with pepper and cloves from the east. The real money, of course, is in the aristocracy. If you ever want to do my job, you'll want to learn about every landowning family or tribal chief in Calradia, their estates, their offspring, both lawful and bastard, and of course their credit with the merchants. Would you be able to ransom me if I were taken? Of course! I'm welcome in every court in Calradia. There's not many who can say that. So always be sure to keep a pot of dinars buried somewhere, and a loyal servant who can find it in a hurry. That's all I need to know, thank you. I'd rather keep the looter for now, just in case I need to recruit them. If there's nothing else to go on, chasing after arenas might be profitable. Thankfully, the tournament masters are knowledgeable about where the next tournaments are happening, which gives us a good excuse to venture out further through the land anyway. The cycle continues. We chase after tournaments, fight looters we can reasonably defeat, unload any goods we can add a profit, recruit more men, and buy cheap local goods to restock. And on the way, we chance upon a party of a nobleman, who's all too willing to tell us about Neretzi's folly. Now, what do you want?
That's close enough. Who are you?
You know me as Bohemond. Mark it down, you'll be hearing of me a lot. You're the Lord of Sironia. What is Neretzi's folly? Well, that's what some people call the Great Battle of Pendrike in the year 1077. Emperor Neretzes led an army accompanied by Kuzites and Aserai to fight a coalition of Sturgians, Battanians, and Vlandians. It was a disaster for him. He died in it, but the victors didn't fare much better. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendrike? I wasn't there. Damn. It would seem that we would have to meet with more nobles who are more closely involved with this Neretzi's folly if we want to find out more about this relic we had. But for now, raising our renown is our greater concern. Fulcrum Standard. Aha, one-on-one battles. This is where my kicks will come in handy. That was a shield bash. Yeah! I'm a winner! Oh, now I'm in teams. Oh, great. But... Right. Let's go get the rest of them, buddy. Who are you? Imperial Heavy Horseman. Let's go. Kick! I said kick! Damn it. Okay, good enough. Shield bash! Yeah, teamwork. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, I should have been using kicks since my first campaign.
Die, you bastards!
Yeah, victory! That's the first time I actually won a tournament. Ooh, that's a lot of Renown game. I should do this more. Bohemond won the tournament at Onira. Banner, decrease taking range attack damage. Hell yeah. Now we truly are the Lord of Banners. Where are we going? Fight Kaon for Silver War. Occasionally we also pick up some trade rumors, which may help us dictate our course of action going forward. On our way back from attending the tournament in Kuzate lands, we come across a party of mountain bandits, who I thought would be defeated with a simple numbers advantage. Order a battle. If you have at least 20 troops, you'll have the option to draw up a strategy before every battle. You can assign heroes to be captain's formation, distribute your troops between formations, and give preference to which kinds of troops should be included in which formation, as well as some other options. Try signing yourself as a captain of one of the formations by dragging your portrait at the center to top to one of the formation's captain slots. You can create new formations to divide your troops into smaller groups to have finer control. You can also determine what percentage of the selected troop type should start the battle in these formations by manipulating the sliders inside the formation cards. Try creating a new formation by adjusting its type and just the formation's troop weight. Unfortunately, this is the day I learned that quantity does not always win battles. Ow! Okay, I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. Ugh. It's all my stuff. I'm gonna have to work my way back up again. As soon as I somehow escape. After painful days of being dragged out as a prisoner, you find a chance to escape from your captors. Oh, I think at least they left me my stuff. Wait, they left me my stuff? Wonder why they did that. We managed to escape after a couple days, but we are alone once more, and running low on funds as well. We barely managed to pay off another band of mountain bandits so we can save our own hide. Oh. Wounded and unable to participate in battle, we are defeated by a group of looters and taken prisoner. Again. Painful days, you drag them out as prisoner. One of your captors comes with an offer. Goes to free you in return for 261 of your hidden wealth. Fine. We pay for our own freedom, and we are left with little dinars to our name once more. I had thoughts about selling our own banner, but how far would we have to fall to resort to that? To sell our own symbol to make ends meet? Is that the type of lord I must become? No. We are better than that. I could sell the standard. I don't know, it kind of feels special since I earned it. We find ourselves back where we started. Poros. Thankfully, grapes are still profitable here, and Onika is only a stone's throw away. Okay, we can handle some looters again. Ooh, Hunter's Paradise. Your men spot several deer on the outskirts of the village, a rare thing in a land where meat and hides are valuable. Villagers tell you that there was an unusual crop of acorns this year, while fear of bandits has prevented from hunting as they normally would. They invite you to shoot a few deer, as there will be plenty to go around anyway, and the beasts are trampling the crops. Free meat, a bit of fun and practice for your men. Sound the hunting horn! You probably got disorganized. Increased reputation for being munificent. Receive 3 loads of meat, and party gained experience. Oh yeah, we can actually... Tutorial, upgrading troops. Troops that are ready to upgrade are marked with a special icon. Total number of upgradable troops is shown inside the highlighted button at the top right corner of the screen. Open the pop-up to upgrade some of your troops. Yes! Tutorial, upgrading troops. True upgrades will cost you dinars and some troop experience. Some troops may have 2 possible upgrade paths and may require items such as horses. Now I just want archers. I want to escape the fear of slings. Thank you. Ooh, Temion's party.
Now then, come no closer. Forgive me, but one cannot be too cautious. I would ask you for your name.
Temion, House of Leon part this.
Family has served the Empire for generations. Lord of Poros and Razi. Can you tell me about the Battle of Pendreek? No, you can't. Do you have help? You have any problems? We meet Archon Temion, who is looking for some Imperial trained archers willing to join the garrison at one of his castles, and luckily, we have exactly 4 Imperial archers who can be trained. I mean, I could, yes. How much do I get? Shibal Zoomer's castle garrison, 4 Imperial trained archers for 2,100 dinars. Sure. While we should not be willing to part ways with the large percentage of our troops, we are very hurting for capital, so we promise to bring the men to the garrison. Hello, Garrison Commander. Here are your trained archers. Thank you. And nearby, a gang leader by the name of Gulasin Rottentooth was looking for 5 one-handed axes for his business.
This to you, strange.
Gang leader needs weapons. What do you need? 5 one-handed axes. I have exactly 0 axes. Luckily, the settlement he's in sells some one-handed axes, so we can quickly buy some hatchets and hand them over to the needs a dentist for a quick profit. Oh boy, 5 hatchets. Here, have some axes. Surely there's nothing wrong with giving a gang leader some axes. Apples from heaven. As you enter the village, some of your men tell you that they found a group of what looked to be wild apples and wild apple trees in full bloom by the stream. They fetch a fine price in the village market, but it's not like anyone owns the land. But you know that once they're discovered, a half-dozen claimants will press title. Tell the men to help themselves. I think I'm high enough health to take care of this hideout. Probably. In the midst of our adventure, we come across a mountain bandit hideout. Assault it with our party, successfully duel its leader, and take prisoners in hopes that one day, these bandits will be a part of our army, fighting for a cause more noble than them. Ooh, highwaymen. That's free cavalry. Speculative investment. You strike up a conversation with a trader in town who's desperate of any news for the wars. When you tell him about lootings of Sagolina, he makes a proposition. The price of grain will almost certainly rise, and he intends to buy up food now to sell later when the hunger hits. He needs money, and he will sell you raw silk at far below market value. 1,000 dinars. He also asks you to keep this information to yourself. Denounce him angry in public as a food hoarder for all to hear, so that word gets around of your compassion and mercy. Gain 5 renown. Crossing over into Batanian lands, we lend our hand to the locals' troubles, taking care of roving parties of bandits, tracking down an eloping couple, getting some cows for a village, and giving some village interns some real-life experience. Unfortunately, while we did manage to track down the requester's daughter and the man she's eloping with, who's obviously a bandit, refusing to be swayed by us, they challenged us to a duel. Ah, this is gonna feel so bad. Oh, I'm the one that fell. Wonderful. Well, that could have gone better. We at least took care of the local bandits, delivered the cattle, and came across a band of forest bandits. Surely by now we can handle a group of bandits without being captured. Oh, close. We have been captured by bandits. Again. But thankfully a passing Batanian patrol helped free us.
We will remember this generosity. I'm free, but I lost all my prisoners. Oh no. As you leave Diantog Mail, several of the villagers approach you. They warn you that stagnant ponds or last rain are yet to fully dry and have bred mosquitoes. They offer to sell you a concoction of oils including rosemary, catmint, and other herbs that say will ward off all flying vermin. It doesn't really matter if party is disorganized, right? Archers. Thankfully, we actually have some capital to recruit more men this time. And not wanting to deal with forest bandits for the foreseeable future, we head downhill towards Vlandian lands. In the town of Sargot, a gang leader by the name of Honeytongue Margund wanted us to take care of her business rivals. The rival gang attempted to bribe us, but we declined, as even promises made with ne'er-do-wells must be kept. I gave my word to Honeytongue Margund and I won't be bought. You will regret this. Oh, I lost one of my battalions. That was as good as a fight as any I've ever had. Yeah, take this best. It is all yours as Honeytongue Margund has promised. No time to mourn. It is time to bury your dead, but the ground is frozen solid and the wood from nearby trees is too wet to make a proper pyre. You can give the bodies a hasty burial in a nearby gully, even though wolves or some other animals may find them, or take the bodies with you and bury them as soon as you can. Carry the bodies with you until you find dry wood or softer ground, increase reputation for being magnificent, and increase morale by 2. Back in Botanian lands in the village of Cantrek, the villagers are having trouble with a nearby hideout of bandits, so we offer our services. Bandit base near Cantrek?
Yours is not a face I know. What is your name, stranger?
I hear you may need some help with a problem? Yes, there's this old ruin, a place that offers a good view of the roads, yet hard to reach. Needless to say, it attracts bandits. A new gang has moved in and they have been giving hell to the caravans of travelers passing by. So you need someone to deal with these bastards. Any bandits there can easily spot and invade a large army moving against them, but if you can enter the hideout with a small group of determined warriors, you can catch them unaware. And I will go to the hideout myself and ambush the bandits. Oh, it's this one. Oh, come on! Unfortunately, the boss was surprisingly strong, so we couldn't clear the hideout on the first try. While recuperating in Marlanath, we met a man called Vigother the Loud, who had the makings of a leader. And having good vibes about him, we recruited him as a companion. After some time, we were able to assault the hideout again. Oh, come on. It did not go well. Exhausted with the losses, and thankful that we didn't lose our troops at the very least, I called it a night so that we may continue our adventure another day.